versioning very large text files, key value text files. And I didn't turn that slide. How do I do that? Okay. So, and then the other half is a little bit about a Galaxy tool that helps interface this with Galaxy. So I got hired on 2 years ago at the Center for Disease Control, and my boss said, how about this experimental reproducibility issue? And I said, oh, okay. And he gave me an introduction to some of the problems. Even if you have the sequencing data handy, and even if you can scrounge up the software, what is this doing? Even if you can scrounge up the software that you used a few years later, what about those reference databases that are so big? So this is getting us into talk about the nice reference databases that are out there, and then the ones that are a bit of juggernauts. The nice periodically published databases you can actually go and get a version of. You actually have a version ID, and you can actually download a copy of anytime into the future, I presume. And those cover off a lot of the smaller databases out there. But what I'm calling pseudo-version databases are really big, and I guess that's maybe one reason why the providers, the publishers, haven't kept past copies around. Now they're offering you a little bit of a system for differentials to compare the previous version to the current version. I just haven't heard of anybody who knows how to has a system or software off the shelf for using those diffs. So it seems like it's a unresolved problem how to get a past copy of NT or NR for experimental reproducibility as a reference database in this work. So what Kipper is all about is a command line tool for comparing the current large FASTA database, say, that's coming in from NCBI with what you have on your own server, and creating a little diff file. And the end product is a slightly bigger text file that has not only the current file that's coming down, but also as many past versions as you want. So you can have versions back 10 years if you wanted. And this kind of compression is possible just because of the nature of the FASTA key value data stores. So how am I doing for time? So we're using Bioinformatics to download on a frequent basis. Nice tool for doing that, for organizing the downloads. And then we feed the big databases through Kipper to get cache, to get Kipper version, and then we can cache those as we need them. So now I get into into the files that are involved in Kipper. The Kipper tool just stuffs all the versions into volume files. The volume files can be 2 gigs, 4 gigs, 50 gigs. Within them a certain number of versions, and this is just a quick look at what the volume file actually consists of. It's very simple. It's just when a particular FASTA sequence was created, which version it was deleted in, if that happens, and then if there's an update, the update is a subsequent create on that version. So next is just a taste of what it's like to be on the command line to take a look at the listing of possible versions in a Kipper volume or data store, retrieving a version, adding a new version from an input file. And now we're into the Galaxy tool. And the Galaxy tool has an option to supply as many or select as many reference databases as you want. You can either ask for a global retrieval date, so 1998, give me everything for NTNR and whatever else I might use in my project. And you can specify the database of choice, which version you want if you're not doing a global date retrieval. And what you'll get back is a FASTA file for each retrieved database in this case, and then you can trigger workflows. And subsequent calls to this can be cached, so the next user doesn't have to go through all of the work that was put together to create that. And I think I'm out of time. There we go.